Are you ready for some breaking news? I know I am. On John Crump Alive. Welcome back to the channel, Wolverines. I have a simple question for you. What constitutes a firearm? Let's talk about that. My name is John Crump. I am a journalist and YouTuber and all-around great guy. Like, comment, and share. It would mean the world to me. Make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications. But let's talk about what constitutes a firearm and what the ATF thinks. We know the ATF hates polymer 80s, strike 80s, whatever 80 you want to go with. The ATF hates it. In fact, they raided polymer 80 a while ago because of their buy, build, shoot kits. Basically, you would buy a kit. It had all the parts you need, almost all the parts. You would drill out and cut out everything that you needed to cut out. And then you would be able to assemble it into a working firearm. The ATF hated that because they said it was readily convertible. Basically, their definition of a readily convertible now is they can make a firearm in a fully functional machine shop in 8 hours, but we'll get into that some other time. We've already talked about it multiple times in the past, so we will talk about that again in the future as well. But GOA, Gun Owners of America, received some FOIA documents that their definition of readily convertible must have changed over the years. In fact, in 2006, they said a kit with all the parts to make a firearm, if they're not assembled and not drilled out or anything else like that, was not a gun. It was just parts. They said that again in 2011, 2015, 2018. But now they have changed their opinion. And here's the thing. The ATF pretends like they never, ever changed their opinion, but they have. And these documents are rock solid evidence that what they say now is not what they said then. They have changed the way they are applying the rule without actually going through a rule change. There is a rule change coming down, but this has been changed before the rule changes actually went into effect. We have seen this time and time again. We've seen it with the Form 1 suppressors that I reported so heavily on. We've seen it with other things. The ATF basically takes a rule and then they just change their mind and they change the rule without actually changing the rule. They just change their interpretation of the rule and they don't let anyone know. So it's not really fair to the companies out there, and it's not fair to the American gun owners. It just shows that the ATF is out of control. They are anti-gun agency. They've stopped being an agency, a regulatory agency, whatever you want to call them. Now they are basically just a lobbying branch and a Michael Bloomberg front group, because that's who pulls the strings there. That's who pulls the strings on Biden's gun policy, and that is definitely who pulls the strings with regards to the ATF regulations. Right now, their old director, acting director, Lombardo, stepped down, and the new guy that's in there is even more anti-gun than she was. And yeah, we are in for some tough times if we don't fight back, if we don't get Congress involved to push back against this out-of-control agency that does whatever they want, because they are overstepping their purview and they are making laws. But they've been making laws for years. They made laws on bump stocks under Trump. So it's just not a Republican or Democrat issue. It is another reason why this agency, this bureau, needs to be dismantled and put on the shelf of history as a mistake. All right, with that said, go check out the GOA video. Thank you very much. My name is John Crump. I love you all. Stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keeping the fight. I'm out of here. Wolverines, motherfucker.